Caribou trails and tales. There's many a tale of the northern trail that leads north to the Caribou, and there's many a man from around this land that I've seen stumbling through. The frozen barrens were white with snow, and the frost beat clear to the bone, but those who pursued the Caribou were akin to men of stone. The sleighs were laden down with fuel to take us up and back, and in the days when the slob was bad we travelled fast up the track. In the early days when men were green, we learned as each trip we took, you could easily see the battered sleighs and skidoos around each nook. But as months passed, new trails were blazed and the barrens opened wide. The rivers became our highways to the great Labrador inside. When we think of the many great hunters, we think of Herbie and Trent. Then we think of those who would get lost if they went just outside their tent. There's many a man who spent all night just gazing at the sky, lost, alone, with no supplies. Some thought that they would die. Some of the names that come to mind are Harold, Roddy, and Sloan. William, George, Cyril, and Jim hardly ever stayed at home. There was Charlie, Billy, David and Fred, Glenn and Donald, the boy, and the ghostly figure of Lonzo and Paul were forever passing by. And each manly crew had a tale to tell. There were stories short and long, of the rivers they crossed and the hills they climbed, and the times when they went wrong. And many a boy became a man as the frozen barrens they crossed, with skidoos and sleighs all laden down, and their eyelids filled with frost. But no biting wind or drifting snow could keep us from venturing far to answer the call, pursue our dream, no matter how awesome they were. And I think of the trails, and I dream of the tales. We relive those days once more. There's no other life could ever compare to the hunting in Labrador.